Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. Well, today's video, we're answering an open tag put out by Brian's Knives. That's right, just another great channel that started out. Check out Brian's Knives. Give him a sub. Let's support all of these channels here. You know, with all these new channels, we're getting such great knife content and seeing knives that we haven't seen before. It's truly amazing to see this community grow. So, Brian, thank you so much for this open tag. I will have to say I'm a little late in getting responded to it, so I apologize for that. But nonetheless, let's get into it. Now, my history with Rough Rider knives is I avoided collecting them. And there's a very good reason for it. I know Rough Rider provides very good value. They have very good fit and finish for the most part, especially for the price of their knives. And there's so many rabbit holes that can go down. And I try to keep my focus on my buck knives. And now, unfortunately, Case has me hooked on their Ictus series knives. So, you know, you just got to maintain. So I haven't purchased a lot of Rough Rider. As a matter of fact, several of these here were gifted to me. And I can't remember what order I got these in. But early on, this was one of the first ones that I received. And this is from Thrifty Kniffy. Gave me the Angry Watermelon because he thought, you know what? Everybody should have an Angry Watermelon. And they're a cute little knife. They sure are. I don't remember the whole history on this. They came out with a knife similar to this, and somebody called it something. So then, I don't know, Rough Rider started coming out with several of these little knives. So this is the Angry Watermelon, but there's other ones that have different coating on there and different names to them. I don't follow it all, but I know some guys, they like to collect every one of these little guys. It is kind of a fun little fidget knife here, though. Very nice, lightweight. Comes right out of there. You bet. So, number one, the Angry Watermelon. The first one I remember buying is this little Congress. And you can see here we've got a sheep's foot and a sheep's foot and a coping and a pen. Now, a lot of people ask what's the difference between a sheep's foot and a coping blade. You'll see the coping blade comes down at more of an angle. It's meant so you can get into little tight spaces. And the sheep's foot is more rounded here. Sometimes it's difficult to tell the difference between a coping and a sheep's foot depending on how they make the blade. Now, the story behind this one was one night I was sitting there thinking, you know, I don't have a Congress pattern in my collection. I need to get a Congress. So I saw this, you know, I was just out knife hunting there online, and this came up, and oh, okay, and I ordered it. I didn't realize it was a miniature one. I didn't check the size. I just, oh, okay, there's a Congress. I'll order it. So if I remember right, that's bone. It is bone. So just a neat little knife here. So a Rough Rider Congress. Alrighty, now on to another gift. And look at this. There's two gifts here. And I've shown this several times, but I gotta just keep showing it. You can see I take it out and I use it. And this is a Rough Rider Reserve. This wonderful Barlow. Just a great knife. And guess what? This knife came from Jersey Knife Guy. Good old Pete. Man, that Pete has one heck of a collection, doesn't he? And he is so generous, so good to everybody in the community. Always sharing. Just sent me this out of the blue one day. Wow. Look at the swedging up on this. Gorgeous. Nice big fat blade there. Spear point. As you can see by the blade, I use it. Thank you, Pete. I do use it. Nice half stop there. I guess it's like canvas micarta. A nice shield there. But just look at the fit and finish on this. That is so smooth. Just a wonderful knife. And again, I know I'm repeating myself, but for the new viewers, how this happened is I came home from work one day and I had 2 packages in the mail, and I opened this package up, the package containing this knife from Pete, and then I opened up the second package, and here's this beautiful slip from John at J.O. Ventures Outdoors. Look at that, put Knife Delights on it. Tom. And you know what? Perfect. Just perfect. I think them two were conspiring. What do you think? Leave me a comment. You think those two conspired against me there? But that was just fascinating. What an evening opening that mail up. Again, just another wonderful thing about this community. All right, now, one that I did specifically order, and I wanted it because I love my bird and trout knives. So here's our Rough Rider bird and trout knife, stag handles. And just prior to making the video, I went and checked the price. I think they're around, well, right around $26, $25 or $26, which for a stag handled knife, that's not bad at all. But yeah, I love my bird and trout knives. I love the stag handle. Nice full tang knife here. Yeah. If I had a little bit of a complaint on it, it would be the sheath, because the sheath is pretty loose. But I can get that corrected. But yeah, I mean, the sheath is okay. It's a decent sheath. You don't need anything real heavy for a bird and trout knife. But yeah, not a bad little sheath. I just wish it was a little bit tighter there. See, it'll slip out. So that would be my only knock on this, but I can correct that. Now, last but not least, oh, no, not last. Second to last, I just showed this on Miniature Monday. This was a gift about a week ago from my little brother. Showed up and surprised me with this little tiny guy. Isn't that something? If I remember right, it's got like a 1/2-inch cutting edge to it. Just the cutest little knife. One of the viewers, gosh, I don't remember who it was. Someone said, I need to buy one more of these, and then I could make a set of earrings for Mrs. Knife Delights. And I thought, man, that's a fantastic idea. And I said, we got a wedding anniversary coming up. If I hurry up and get one ordered, boy, don't you think she'd be excited to have a new set of earrings for our anniversary? Hoo-hoo! Actually, I pitched the idea to her, and she says, don't even think about it. Anyway, okay. Now, last but not least, I got this wonderful Rough Rider knife, and I have not reviewed this yet. I keep meaning to. But I got this wonderful, what is it, the 1644. Oh, careful there, RJ. Handle with care. This wonderful Skinner. Look at this knife. Folks, this was a gift from Ray at North Star Knife Reviews. And just look at the belly on this knife. Some nice jimping there. Wonderful belly. It reminds me of a cotton sampler, actually. I looked online, so I need some help here, folks. I looked online, and the models that are being made now seem to have wood or bone handles, and this looks to be a composite handle here. And you can see on the brass there, that patina. This is not a brand new knife. And looking on the box, you got the Ryders spelled with an I instead of a Y. I'm thinking this is one of their older knives or one of their older versions of this knife. I know they recently, I think, started using the I again, but judging on the age and the fact I can't find this knife with that composite handle online, I tend to believe this is one of their, original RIDER knives before they switched to RYDER. Maybe you can help me out. Am I missing a clue here? I don't know on their boxes if this is the old style box having Teddy Roosevelt on there. Please help me out. All I know is this is just a wonderful knife. And Ray, thank you so much for this gift. Yep, lanyard hole there. It's a heavy knife, but sometimes it feels good to have that heavy knife. You feel like you're really ready to work. And look at the patina on those brass bolsters. Isn't that terrific? That's right. So, Ray, here's the sheath for it. Ray, you outdid yourself, my friend. And I look forward to meeting up with you. We don't get together before then, but next November, was it in November? When they had the custom knife show up there in Minneapolis. I look forward to coming up and seeing you at that, and maybe we'll find another event to meet up at. But here you go, folks. And for Brian, this is the extent, I believe, of all my Rough Rider knives. Again, thank you for the great open tag. Down here in the lower right-hand corner, I'll put a link to one of my playlists, that Big Round Knife Delight, so I hit that if you'd like to subscribe. And down in the lower left-hand corner, well, that's just the next video YouTube thinks you should watch. So until next time, have a very delightful day.